16 songs, 3 semi-finals, but only 1 winner in Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu, Finland's national selection for Eurovision 2016. You guys, the songs have just come out, and I gotta say, I'm really disappointed.
And you are not the only one. No, it's really bad this year, and they are having 18 songs, so I expect at least 7 or 8 songs that are really good. And now I try to pick a top 3, but I can't even find 3 good songs. So I don't know what's going on over there, but it's not good.
Especially after last year, which was such a strong national final, because there were 4 or 5 songs that could easily have contended for the win. And this year, we're struggling to find even one. It's just bizarre. I don't know what's going on, because there was kind of talk that they'd be threatening Melody Festival for the premier national selection. That's not happening this year.
It's almost like the artist reacted to PKN winning, and they said, not gonna chance it with, another outside act taking our thunder. In any event, let's go around and review the 3 we each came up with on our own. Denise, why don't you kick it off?
Yeah, my third favorite is Stella with Ain't Got Time for Boys. It's a little jazzy and a little slow, but it's kind of okay. And the clip is showing the perfect occasion for this song, just in a bar where you're drinking something and there's someone standing somewhere far behind and singing our song. So that's the perfect occasion, but I don't know. I see myself moving to it a little bit while I'm doing my stuff, but it's not really good. And when you see it in a show, you will forget it immediately.
Yeah, that was the one that stood out for me third as well.
You wanna feel me, touch me, hold me, breathe me, maybe one day you could hold me.
I think it's mostly due to the fact that it's just so different compared to the rest of the song. But then when you look at it on its own, you're like, who does that remind me of? Oh yes, that's Anne-Sophie from Germany. Oh yes, she got 0 points in 2015. So it's probably not the best song to go with. Granted, she does have a bit more attitude and sass, and I think she pulls off the kind of funky R&B genre better than Anne-Sophie did. But I wouldn't be banging any drums about her.
My number 3 is Crystal Snow with Love Is Blind.
But love is blind, like a prophet undressed. You're my golden king.
Yes, he has stolen Donny Montel's song title from Eurovision 2012. But you know what? I don't care. I really like this. He apparently is a radio DJ who competed on Dancing with the Stars, so maybe he's a bit of a publicity whore, but whatever. The song and the video treat homosexual themes. He's falling in love with a guy in the video. Props to progressive Finland. It's a very modern song. I think their field is very modern. It's very weak, but it's generally quite modern. And this is a song I could actually hear on the radio. It's not amazing by any means, but it wouldn't be out of place on the radio, which is why it's my number 3. Moving on to number 2.
My number 2 are 2 girls, and they are twins. It's Attention 2 with Ready for the Show.
It's time to go, ready for the show, ready for the show, ready for the show.
Yeah, don't look like that. I think it's pretty okay. It's upbeat, it's fun, but they are 16 and it would be perfect for the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, but not for this. So yeah, it's fun in a childish way or something, and it's so predictable. And in the chorus they are singing every word twice, and yeah, I don't know, junior version, that's all I have to say.
My number 2 is Sandja and Sing It Away. Her vocals remind me of Zara Larsson, but the song is much poppier and bubbly than Zara Larsson. Zara Larsson's kind of going down this whole kind of sophisticated ethereal route, whereas this is like pure bubblegum pop, really upbeat, really funky. There's brass and everything thrown into it. I actually really like it. I don't think it would win Eurovision, but it would be a decent entry to that.
I love the build-up in that song. I just don't like the actual chorus, which is a bit of a letdown. It's like this foreplay is moving, and then we never get to the climax, y'all. But well done for her for making your list. My number 2 also features 2 people. It's Annika Milan and Kimo Blom with the song Good Enough.
And no one really understands you. Pick yourself right back up. You're better than just good enough.
He, of course, was Angelo Denial in last year's UMK. He was trying to ride the gimmick and it didn't work out. And this year he's decided to go mainstream, straight, duet about love. It gives me major kind of Thomas Nevergreen Shanae vibes in that it's cheesy, a little bit dated, but perfectly fine. I think their voices work well together, and in a way this stands out because it's not trying to be too modern. Like, there's so many EDM-esque songs, whereas this is very late 90s duet. But you know what? I'm old and I like it. So you go, guys.
Oh, I think it's funny that you say that you like their voices together, because the song itself was kind of okay for me, but when I was looking at their voices, I can look at voices. When I was hearing their voices, hers was good, but I really don't like his voice, so that's why I put them out of my top 3. Otherwise, they would have been in. So it's funny that you said that. Okay, shall I tell my favorite?
Yes, number 1, drum roll.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. It's really good that you do that, because my number 1 is something with a drum. It's Rafaela Truda.
Become as one, like a beating drum. Gotta live every minute. Let's rise up tonight.
And it's the only one I really like. It sounds cheap. It really sounds cheap, but I also really like cheap songs. So I think that's why I like it. And I can see everyone raising their hands up when they are in the audience, and I don't know. I really like it, yeah.
I think the biggest indicator this is a cheap song is that it begins by her saying, "It's Rafaela!" Oh, sorry.
I said it, it's cheap, yeah.
I actually like her as well. She's maybe my number 4 or 5. But my number 1 is Attention to Ready for the Show.
It's time to go, ready for the show. Had enough of no.
Like Denise said, it's completely a junior Eurovision song, but it stands out and it's memorable, and you remember it from the first listen, which compared to every other song, which you have to listen to like 4 or 5 songs before you even can hum the hook. And it will stand out. Jedward stood out. The twins from Slovakia stood out. Twin from France stood out. Standing out mightn't get you great results, but you'll be remembered and you'll go down in Eurovision history.
You know, I do take your point. It's very catchy. And when it starts, I was like, ooh, this could be really good, a major contender. And my problem is that I listen to lyrics and like it always kills it for me. I think they say something like, imperfection makes us what we are. Well, honey, you are definitely you, because this song is not perfect. But if I kind of delete the lyrics and just, you know, have a few drinks, perhaps, no, I could see this winning, actually. I'm totally with you. It is very Mylene and Roseanne, Junior Eurovision, except their act was a bit more fun. Well, my number 1, and this is not a typical song that I go for, but in a rather dire field, this stood out to me. I have no idea how to say it. It's Pää-Äijät with Champagne Taivas, the Champagne Heaven. These guys clearly don't eat kale or vegetables. They're very greasy pork. They are men. They are macho, a little gangster. They have dreadlocks. It's very Staysman and Lost from Norway. It's silly, it's really tacky, but at the same time it's catchy and I kind of like it. This is the kind of song I feel that people will say is horrible, but then the bookies will rank first or second to win. Take me to your champagne heaven. Let's do a Charlotte Perrelli, Sweden to Finland. I just really, really like this song. And neither of you do. There is silence in your champagne hell.
It's more like a cheap cider hell or something, not champagne heaven.
I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Final question. You've said who you want to win. Who do you think will win?
Oh, that's a hard one. You know who might win? I don't know if you will, but I forgot his name. It's the one who also competed in, what was it, 2013? That guy.
Mikael Sari?
Yeah, that one.
If I could bring back
because at that time he came pretty close to winning, if I remember correctly. So maybe this time, another shot, he might win.
I think as well another past contestant, I forget what year, Saro Alto. Her song is very different. It's kind of maybe Aminata, Margaret Berger, somewhere on that playing field. But yeah, and it's got its Oriental stuff thrown into it. But it's not particularly catchy.
I don't know why she went all Chinese with this. I mean, no offense, I'm half Asian, but this song is a hot mess. It's kind of it's supposed to be European pop, and then suddenly it's all bang, 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 bang. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't fit. And also the chorus, no fear, no fear, no fear. Yeah, this is a shame. It's like she's got good ingredients, but when you mix them together, it tastes like poo. Well, that's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs, and be sure to press that like button and subscribe. See you later. Bye! So I couldn't name who I think's gonna win because they're all so awful.